Hi, this is Francis from Fixable, a podcast from TED. These days, every finance leader is under pressure to save money. But you can't beat the competition just by cutting costs. To win, you need to spend smarter and move faster. You need Brex. Brex is the modern finance platform that breaks the trade-off between control and speed with intelligent corporate cards, high-yield banking, and AI-powered expense management. Join the 30,000 companies that spend smarter and move faster with Brex. Learn more at brex.com/grow.
If your dog could talk, they'd beg for Ollie. The full-body tail wag, the excited little hops, the big, goofy grin, that's the Ollie effect. Ollie delivers clean, fresh nutrition in 5 drool-worthy flavors, even for the pickiest eaters. Made in U.S. kitchens with high-quality, human-grade ingredients, Ollie's food contains no fillers, no preservatives, just real food. Just fill out Ollie's 30-second quiz and they'll create a customized meal plan based on your pup's weight, activity level, and other health info. Dogs deserve the best, and that means fresh, healthy food. Head to ollie.com/healthypup, tell them about your dog, and use code HEALTHYPUP to get 60% off your welcome kit when you subscribe today. Plus, they offer a happiness guarantee on the first box, so if you're not completely satisfied, you'll get your money back. That's OLLIE.com/healthypup and enter code HEALTHYPUP to get 60% off your first box.
The snack wrap is back. This episode of Giggly Squad is brought to you by McDonald's, and I'm so excited to tell you that the snack wrap featuring juicy white meat chicken, shredded lettuce, melty cheese, creamy ranch, sorry I'm drooling on the microphone right now, all wrapped in a soft tortilla, is back on the menu. They have it in ranch or spicy, a spicy pepper sauce if you're feeling frisky. Try the snack wrap that broke the internet at a McDonald's near you.
Is your AI built for everyone? Or is it built to work with the tools your business relies on? IBM's AI agents are tailored to your business and can easily integrate with the tools you're already using. So they can work across your business, not just some parts of it. Get started with AI agents at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM.
This is the Daily Tech News for Thursday, July 24th, 2025. We tell you what you need to know, follow up on the context of those stories, and help each other understand.
Today, Jason, this guy right here, tell us about his new Meta smart glasses that just came out.
Got him! I'm so excited. I'm Jason Howell.
I'm Wind Dow.
Let's start with what you need to know or put on your face with the big story. That's right. So Meta's latest wearable. So, we've heard a lot about, the Meta Ray-Bans. They've been around for a while. And now we've got an update. Meta has a new pair of glasses hitting people's faces. It's a collaboration with Oakley. And it's a little expensive. It's priced at $500, at least for now. And I'll talk about that. The Oakley Meta Houston, I think it's HSTN, but I guess you just say Houston. Limited edition glasses are an alternative option for people who might have considered the Meta Ray-Bans that we've been talking about a lot that came before them. I've been super curious to check out Meta's wearables firsthand. Like I've seen them, I've put them on my face, but I haven't lived with them. So I went ahead and pulled the expensive trigger on the Oakleys. They were delivered to my house yesterday. And just to give you a little bit of background on what these are, these are the more expensive limited edition version, model, whatever you want to call it. That's what's shipping right now. There's a less expensive, I think it's $400 model that's going to be made available sometime soon. These lenses in here are impossible to miss. The frame is bright, sporty, like super white frame, actually. A really pretty to look at gold hued prism 24 polarized lens on both sides. So like when you put them on, everything turns gold. It's really, really nice to look through. If all you want is a pair of sunglasses, these are not what you should get, because these are, yes, sunglasses, and they're very sporty and they're very fashionable, but they have a lot of other things to them. There's 2 open ear Bluetooth speakers that are embedded in the frame, a 5 microphone array. So voice commands, phone calls, that sort of stuff will work well. A 12 megapixel ultra wide camera on one side of the glasses, 100-degree field of view, and they're UHD quality. So you get 4K quality photos and videos. The camera is, however, locked into a vertical orientation. So it's not horizontal. Those of us old timers will, snarl up a little bit about that. But thankfully, what I've noticed since I've been using them is that the video that's recorded, yes, it's vertical, but it's not like super wide vertical. It's not like really, really super tall. It's like slightly more vertical than square, if that makes sense. 8 hours of battery life advertised on full charge for the glasses alone. Very nice charging case that they sit into gives the total amount of hours to 48. So I think that's pretty impressive. And yes, of course, Meta's AI is on board. That means that you can use the glasses to interact with the world using your voice, as well as a little touch surface on the side of the glasses. So you can do things like identify what the camera's looking at right now, or, give me information on this topic, or translate conversations in real time. All things that I haven't really done yet, but I did just get the glasses, so I thought, why not talk about it from kind of an impression standpoint? Is this something that you're at all curious about, these kind of like wearables that don't necessarily have a screen, but give you the capability to do things like record video and interact with AI, that sort of stuff?
At first I thought no, because I'm really fascinated by the idea of a HUD. And because these don't have any kind of visual interface. They're strictly, voice activated. But yes, to be honest with you, my sister just had her second kid, and he's getting into that part where he might be social smiling soon. Mm. And so trying to capture, and so it's kind of like, it's a stereotypical use case, right? But again, like that idea that there are moments that you just want to capture somehow quickly and as quickly as possible without like searching for your phone, or even just like walking around, I think, and just having to, try to figure out, what is this and what is that, or even asking questions. So yeah, I'm kind of softening on them. And to be honest, those are really good looking pair of glasses, Jason. Like they're very distinctive, and they have these like gold accents like around the cam. Like those are the cameras on the side, right? There's two little dots on the side.
One of the dots is the camera. The other is like an LED that when you're recording, it does this like slow pulsing gold yellow, so that you know. So that someone who's there knows that you're recording.
Yeah, they're very distinctive. I'd say like they're definitely unusual glasses. The frame is super thick, and the nose bridge part, actually the lenses near the lens kind of flatten out where the nose bridge is. So it's got a very distinctive look, and I think it's interesting. And I think I would give them a shot. I think that there's a lot, especially if people can tell when you're capturing information, which, I think people tend to be super more aware of these days. I would definitely be interested, like with that mobile computing. They look good. They look good, dude. Yeah.
I mean, they are definitely, they are meant to be noticed.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like these glasses they're bright white. The frames are bright white. Actually, I went to a friend's house last night because we're planning a big like guys backpacking trip through the Trinity Alps.
Nice.
We're going to be doing that in a month. So you better believe I'm bringing these on that trip because it's going to be perfect for it. But I just got these yesterday. So I was like, I wonder what would happen, and I walk in the room with these on and I'm recording my entrance into the room. So of course they see the little blinking light. They've never seen me with white sunglasses on before, and it's 7:30 p.m. So it's like, why are you wearing sunglasses? But anyways, one of my friends who was there, he was like, those look like glasses that someone like Sam Altman might wear. You know what I mean? Like they have like a certain like tech chic to them, because if you know what you're looking for, you see the cameras and everything. So if you want to wear something that isn't going to stand out, these might not be the glasses for you. But if you're really into like sportsy stuff, like I could totally see myself bringing these to, my snowboard trips in the winter. And, if it's not a day that requires goggles, like wearing these and getting some captures of going down the mountain, and they share out, of course it's a Meta product. So they're meant to share out to Instagram and to Facebook and, to WhatsApp. You can communicate through to WhatsApp through the glasses. And so the recordings and the photos that they take, especially the recordings. I mean, the photos are just photos, and you can share those out very, very easily through the interconnectedness to your phone. Videos can record up to 3 minutes. You have a setting that you can set. It's like 30 seconds, a minute, or 3 minutes. And like, really, I got them for a very specific reason. Like, I'm curious about all the things they do. But at the end of the day, what I'm most curious to use them for is production. Like, I want an easy grab and go way to throw something on my face, hit record, and have 4K quality of me like handling a phone, or me looking at a product if I'm at a conference. Like, I don't always want to have to pull out the kit and get set up. So sometimes I just want to snap and go. And I think these will be really good for that. I mean, time will tell. I'll figure that out.
That is super, because it's so funny, because I've seen so many images, like so many videos of you at, like, say, at just looking at a phone or trying to capture stuff for, any of your various content. And it's obviously always a one-handed affair because you have to carry your little DJ. And that's actually a really great point, whether this might open up a different class of content, POV content. I mean, we kind of already have some of it now,
sure.
And especially from like especially sports. I always think of like cyclists and other kind of sports, related folks, or even like I have a friend
cycling,
who,
I bet.
Yeah. I have a friend who likes to climb 14ers and do like the really like crazy scrambling and stuff like that too. So, I've seen a couple videos where he's obviously using one hand and he's like traversing this really crazy crevasse that's like a steep drop on either side. And I could see like just this kind of augmenting that, or maybe giving people more courage to do, but like, a whole new subgenre of content around this very, very POV, like strictly POV point of view would be really cool. I will say on the website, if you are not interested in being too flashy, there is a black bear that is super subtle. It's still chunky, but it has none of the accents. You can't even really see the things that make it kind of obviously smart glasses, like the cameras because everything is black, like the frame's black.
Right.
Everything is black. The lenses are black. It blends
in a little bit more.
It blends in. So that's a little more subtle, I guess. But no, I'm honestly, I'm genuinely fascinated. I feel like I'm always a little bit trying to be aware of like the privacy concerns of smart glasses and possibly it's like whenever someone walks up to you with their phone, like held chest to head high, you kind of assume they're recording. So maybe also we'll get used to identifying, hey, is that, like the same kind of thing. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it is a different time, right? Like Google Glass was more than 10 years ago.
Fair.
I was one of the original glass tronauts. I will use that term and not the other one that people are thinking. And, it was a totally different time. Yes, we had smartphones. Yes, we were used to recording lots of things with our smartphones. But the idea of wearing something on your face and just like this ambient recording capability, it was too early for that concept, and people really pushed back. Now I feel like we are at least further down the road of acceptance of that. Not everybody, but a lot more. But I think there still is a big question around, like, is it okay for me to just walk into the room when my friends are there recording as I enter the door? You know what I mean? Like versus like, hey, I'm gonna record this, okay, and put that on. Like I went, all guns blazing through the door. I was like, hey, everybody, I'm recording you right now. I did tell everybody like immediately because I felt weird not to. But, so there's something to be figured out. But I do think we're at a different time, a different point of acceptance, especially with the kind of development of Instagram and TikTok. And everybody's used to, or not everybody, but a lot of people are really used to this idea that, life is meant to be shared, I guess. And that comes with it some serious privacy considerations, that a lot of people are not comfortable with still.
I kind of wonder what kind of mitigation some countries might do. So, for example, in Japan, smartphones in Japan, you cannot turn off the shutter sound when you take a picture. And so I wonder if there's, what would the equivalent be for glasses? It, like, presuming that they do let glasses in, what would be that kind of mitigation where it makes it really obvious that you are capturing someone, whether that is like a forced shutter sound for a static pic, or I don't know, a strobing light show if you're recording someone, which feels like it would take away from the experience. But I kind of wonder what, like, that between that and any, like, I don't know, not like to talk about like extra regulation necessarily, but I wonder how this will shape kind of those parts of our lives as well, like just those little things, or how our lives shape around this technology that, as you said, has become more accepted and going to become more prolific.
Yeah, curious about that myself. Anyways, cool stuff.
All right. Well, DTNS is made possible by you, the listener. We want to take time to thank D. Laser, Brad, Kevin Morgan, and Jeff Azevedo.
Yay, you are awesome. All 4 of you and the rest of you too. I won't leave any of you out.
Picture this. You're in the garage, hands covered in grease, just finished up tuning your engine with a part you found on eBay, and you realize, you know what? I could also use new brakes. So where do you go next? Back to eBay. You can find anything there. It's unreal. Wipers, headlights, even cold air intakes. It's all there. And you've got eBay Guaranteed Fit. You order a part, and if it doesn't fit, send it back. Simple as that. Look, DIY fixes can be major. Doesn't matter if it's just maintenance or a major mod. You got it, especially when things are guaranteed to fit. So when you dive into your next car project, start with eBay. All the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love.
When you're driving, nothing's better than a suspenseful podcast. But when you want to save on gas, drama's the last thing you want. That's why Marathon makes it easy to save with Marathon Rewards, earning you at least 5 cents a gallon in rewards with every fuel up and saving you up to $1 a gallon. Plus, signing up is easy. Do it at the pump or marathonrewards.com. So start saving with rewards from Marathon. And don't miss the Thomas Rhett Better in Boots tour this summer, fueled by Marathon. At participating locations. Terms and conditions apply.
Checking off the boxes on your to-do list is a great feeling. That's why a State Farm agent is there to help you choose a coverage option that's right for you. Whether you're getting a new house, car, boat, or RV, helping protect it is important. And State Farm is there to help you choose the coverage you need, whether you prefer talking in person, on the phone, or using the award-winning app. And with so many coverage options, it's nice knowing you have help finding coverage that best fits your needs, so you can continue to focus on what's most important to you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey guys, it's Hannah from Giggly Squad. You know I love beauty, and that's why I go to Sephora. It's not just shopping, it's like a glam experience. The beauty advisors actually get beauty, unlike those big box stores, and they give me all the advice I need. And I love going with the products you can only find at Sephora, like my new favorite Kayali fragrance, my perfect shade of House Labs foundation, and finally restocked my Laneige lip mask. All with the help of real experts. Oh, and if you haven't tried Days shampoo, go try it. It's a game changer. Sephora isn't just a store, it's the beauty destination. Go. You'll thank me later. The snack wrap is back. This episode of Giggly Squad is brought to you by McDonald's, and I'm so excited to tell you that the snack wrap featuring juicy white meat chicken, shredded lettuce, melty cheese, creamy ranch, sorry I'm drooling on the microphone right now, all wrapped in a soft tortilla, is back on the menu. They have it in ranch or spicy, a spicy pepper sauce if you're feeling frisky. Try the snack wrap that broke the internet at a McDonald's near you.
There's more we need to know today. Let's get to the briefs.
All right. Well, how about a quick Google roundup? Starting with a quick earnings update. Google reported a 14% increase over last year with $96.4 billion in revenue. Google is touting its overviews, AI mode, and Gemini as seeing huge adoption worldwide and plans to boost its investment into data centers to keep up with demand. Google also admits that its smart assistant service has become unreliable, particularly as Gemini begins to move in where Assistant once lived. They acknowledge that they are listening to user feedback about inconsistencies with Google Home devices and will deliver major updates later this fall that should address those concerns. And finally, Google Photos will see a new round of updates that includes bringing VO2 to the service. This will let users take any still image in their library and turn it into a 6-second animated clip. Users can select between, quote, subtle movements or I'm feeling lucky, and processing could take around a minute to complete. There will be a limit to the amount of animations allowed for users, and rollout begins today.
Yeah. Okay. So earnings. Okay, great. You know, everybody's making bank off of AI. Moving on. Assistant service becoming unreliable on Google Home. We were just talking about this on Android Faithful last, handful of episodes about how inconsistent and just not not good.
No.
It's become. We had this the other day, actually, just the other day up in our bedroom. You know, our daughter, we wanted to set an alarm on our Google Home in there. And for whatever reason, you know, it would not let us. And I kept asking it, like, how do I set an alarm then? It's like, well, you just say this. Okay. So then I say it. I can't help you with that right now. I'm like, I ended up having to pull another one in from another room to get it to work.
Oh my God.
So that's just irritating when it can't even set an alarm. And then Google Photos getting video generation. We were just talking about this on Tuesday's show.
Mm-hmm.
And yet here we are. It's not VO3, it's VO2. So you're not going to get your sound effects, but you are going to be able to animate your still images. And I saw that coming a mile away. I was like, I guarantee you this is coming to Google Photos at some point. And here we are.
Yeah, it makes sense. I will very much look forward to the day my Google Home gets useful again. Sorry, but true.
Maybe that means that it gets Gemini 100%. You know what I mean? Like it seems like they're in this weird little kind of halfway point right now. I want them to get useful again too, because I'm starting to get super irritated by them. Yeah,
we spend money on those things. So come on now.
Yeah. Turns out the Nintendo Switch 2, kind of a big deal. New report from Circana shares that the company, Nintendo, sold 1.6 million units in the United States during its first month of sales. If you're curious what that actually means by comparison, that's enough to anoint it the fastest selling game console of all time from launch. The PlayStation 4 had set the previous record at 1.1 million units sold in its first month. So 1.1 versus 1.6 is the big increase. Unsurprisingly, I would imagine Mario Kart World, the best-selling game of the month as well. At least the best-selling game for the Nintendo Switch 2. I think there were other games that sold more that month, but Mario Kart right high up on the list.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, Amazon has a few new Kindle Color Soft options to offer after launching the lineup last year. The first is a cheaper 16 gigabyte model for $249.99. And for $30 more, the Signature Edition bumps the storage up to 32 gigabytes, along with wireless charging and an auto-adjusting front light. Amazon is also offering a $269.99 Kids bundle that is the company's first color Kindle for kids, with a 2-year protection guarantee and 12 months of Kids Plus content.
Color e-ink. I mean, it does make a big difference.
It does.
Things look really good with, e-ink's awesome, but the black and white thing, I think they kind of for very, very long time leaned into the fact that, well, everything on the paper, this is meant to replicate paper. And if you're reading text, it's usually black and white and everything. But there's a lot of really great reasons to have color there too. So broadening out the offering, good thing. Kids can get in on it too. Kids will probably be stoked to read their graphic novels on the Kindle now, So,
love it.
The Wireless Power Consortium announced a faster Qi 2 25-watt wireless charging protocol that is set to hit iPhones, at least initially. You might have expected that. Well, in good news for Android users, hallelujah, that support is finally coming to, quote, major Android smartphones. This is the first time for Qi 2 support like this. This raises the previous charging limit of 15 watts, considerably, 15 watts to 25 watts. That's notable. Specific models, however, were not listed in this announcement, though you and I, we can probably posit that the Pixel will be part of this because we've been hearing rumors of it.
That would be really, really, really nice because I know I have a Pixel 9 Pro Fold and its wireless charging was slow as mud to the point where I was like, I'm not doing this unless I'm sleeping. So 25 watt, I'm ready, please.
25
please,
watt
please.
And built-in magnet, like magnet cases is one thing.
Yes.
But you know what? Put the sucker inside of the device. And I hope that sometime in the next year or two, we're going to start seeing more Android devices that have that magnet there.
Oh, God, that'd be so nice. All right, well, T-Mobile has launched nationwide satellite texting and location sharing, all powered by Starlink, for its customers as well as those not on the network. The basic $10 per month service works on more than 60 phone models once they leave standard cell phone range. Sometime in the future, support for voice, app data, and image sharing is expected to roll out, along with plans to cover global roaming.
Absolutely love this. I know they're offering this for everyone, but I'm a T-Mobile subscriber. Like I was saying earlier, going on a backpacking trip through the mountains pretty soon, probably going to benefit from this. If I needed to send a text message out of there, good to have. Excellent peace of mind. Absolutely love it. Snapchat has introduced a new location sharing feature called Home Safe that will automatically notify friends when the user arrives at home. The feature shuts off automatically once the destination is reached and once it knows that that message has been sent to the friends on the message thread, I guess. Users will need to set up their home location in the Snap Map in order to take advantage of the new feature.
I like that. I didn't realize it snapped. So this feels very much like a kind of general, like wearable smartphone feature. I'm really impressed that Snapchat is including it. I'm so old. Do the kids still use Snapchat that, or people still use Snapchat in this way that it would be super helpful?
If my older daughter is any indication, yes, kids definitely still use Snapchat.
Wow. Okay, cool. Noted.
Take time.
Old person brain updated.
Hey, I'm older than you. I'm only going because I see my kid on Snapchat. And sometimes the best way for me to communicate with her is with Snapchat.
Okay. All right. Noted. All right. Well, Brave browser now blocks Microsoft Windows Recall from taking screenshots of browser windows by default. The company announced in a blog post that the move is meant to keep user browsing activity from, quote, accidentally ending up in a persistent database. The change is available in nightly builds and is on deck to roll out to stable releases in the upcoming weeks.
Yeah, I mean, this is just part of what Brave does, right? Protects your data, do this by default. Makes perfect sense. I'm sure the users appreciate that. So
absolutely. I would
using it to begin with.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Yeah. Yes, please. If you have feedback about anything that gets brought up on the show, well, you can get in touch with us on the socials at DTNS Show on X, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and Mastodon. For TikTok and YouTube, you can find us at Daily Tech News Show.
As the main character of your life, you know how important it is to make the right choices for you and how sweet it is to feel good about your decisions. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you have options to help create an affordable price for you so you can continue living your best life. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
If your dog could talk, they'd beg for Ollie. The full-body tail wag, the excited little hops, the big, goofy grin, that's the Ollie effect. Ollie delivers clean, fresh nutrition in 5 drool-worthy flavors, even for the pickiest eaters. Made in U.S. kitchens with high-quality, human-grade ingredients, Ollie's food contains no fillers, no preservatives, just real food. Just fill out Ollie's 30-second quiz and they'll create a customized meal plan based on your pup's weight, activity level, and other health info. Dogs deserve the best, and that means fresh, healthy food. Head to ollie.com/healthypup, tell them about your dog, and use code HEALTHYPUP to get 60% off your welcome kit when you subscribe today. Plus, they offer a happiness guarantee on the first box, so if you're not completely satisfied, you'll get your money back. That's OLLIE.com/healthypup and enter code HEALTHYPUP to get 60% off your first box.
And we end every episode of DTNS with some shared wisdom. Today, Andrew from Colorado is helping us understand.
All right, regarding the story Tuesday about Replus model deleting a code base, Andrew writes, I ran across the vibe coding mishap story on LinkedIn, and my immediate thought was that agents' privileges were way too elevated. When I was head of cloud platform on a large federal project, I was never given full admin privileges to our cloud accounts, despite being one of the primary fixers when things went wrong. Changes to the system were validated programmatically and reviewed by another person. Those validated changes were then made by a tool with the right privileges. Once the system goes into production, some concept of least privilege should be enforced and will help prevent these issues. And even if you're vibe coding, you can get your AI helper to build that security infrastructure for you.
Oh, it can build the thing that keeps it out.
I like it. No, Andrew, this is...
It's like training your replacement. Kind of, sort of. Okay.
That being said, no, this is all really great context, Andrew. And it makes me think of, like, I grew up in the DC area. So a lot of my friends in engineering did end up on many large federal projects. And yes, that's very familiar, where number one, even if you are the guy or the person rather that does the thing, you shouldn't have full access to everything just because mistakes happen. And yeah, I do. The tool with the right privileges, that also sounds very familiar, where you let something else that is not a person hit the button, in a sense. So
makes a lot of sense to me.
Like it.
Well, does it make sense to you? What are you thinking? You can share that with us. Feedback at dailytechnewsshow.com. Thank you, Wynn. Thanks to Andrew for contributing to today's show. And thank you for being along for Daily Tech News Show. You can keep us in business. Please do by becoming a patron at patreon.com/DTNS. We'll see you tomorrow.
The DTNS family of podcasts, helping each other understand.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.
Checking off the boxes on your to-do list is a great feeling. That's why a State Farm agent is there to help you choose a coverage option that's right for you. Whether you're getting a new house, car, boat, or RV, helping protect it is important. And State Farm is there to help you choose the coverage you need, whether you prefer talking in person, on the phone, or using the award-winning app. And with so many coverage options, it's nice knowing you have help finding coverage that best fits your needs, so you can continue to focus on what's most important to you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey guys, it's Hannah from Giggly Squad. You know I love beauty, and that's why I go to Sephora. It's not just shopping, it's like a glam experience. The beauty advisors actually get beauty, unlike those big box stores, and they give me all the advice I need. And I love going with the products you can only find at Sephora, like my new favorite Kayali fragrance, my perfect shade of House Labs foundation, and finally restocked my Laneige lip mask. All with the help of real experts. Oh, and if you haven't tried Days shampoo, go try it. It's a game changer. Sephora isn't just a store, it's the beauty destination. Go. You'll thank me later.